The Trump administration understands that as much as they try to spin these attacks that they launched against Iran last weekend, nobody's buying it. New polls have come out showing that a vast majority of Americans do not support the attacks. And yes, that includes Republicans. That includes a vast majority of independents and obviously a huge majority of Democrats. But even Republicans are like, yeah, this wasn't a good idea. You went over there, kicked the hornet's nest, and then you tripped as you were running away. That wasn't smart. Nevertheless, Donald Trump insists that this was the greatest thing the military's ever done. He has spent this entire past week on social media having meltdown after meltdown after meltdown because this issue broke him worse than any other issue we have ever seen. Like, he's reacting worse to this than when he first got indicted. He's reacting worse than this, to this than when he got convicted. He is freaked out about this more than when he got shot. That's how much this is getting to him, because it was a total failure. And it shows the rest of the world that the U.S. cannot keep you safe. Not that we were keeping him safe by bombing Iran, but you get the point. We can't even do this. How can we expect to help our friends and allies when they're actually in trouble? So Donald Trump assembled a crack team of administration officials and intelligence officials and sent them to the Senate and the House on Thursday and Friday, respectively. And the idea was to give these people an official classified briefing about what really happened. You know, how Donald Trump went over there and kicked ass. May as well have dropped the bombs himself. It was so good. The only problem is, in these classified intelligence briefings, there were several, and the documents that they've made available to Senate and House members, there are several things missing because the administration is engaged in a massive cover-up. According to a report from ABC News, it turns out that the administration, in their briefings and in the documents they made available, barely made anything available at all. In fact, the administration was kind of open about the fact that they're engaged in a cover-up, which is an ironic statement, but nevertheless, they're like, yeah, we're not going to show you everything. We're not going to give you all of the classified information. Oh, and by the way, we know you all want to talk to Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence. We're not going to allow that at all. So the Director of National Intelligence, who back in March already refuted the administration's claims that Iran was making bombs, she wasn't allowed to go because Donald Trump is so pissed off at her because of that resurfaced March testimony in front of Congress. So you don't get to talk to the Director of National Intelligence, who would maybe tell you the truth about this. We're not going to show you all of the documents and the images and the satellite footage and all of that would actually confirm what we're saying. Basically, you got to take our word for it. All right, that's the best we're going to give you, is like, we're super serious that we obliterated those sites that you can probably just get on Google Earth and see that, wait a minute, they're still there. That's what the administration is doing. This administration has told us repeatedly, long before the Iran attack, that they're the most transparent ever. But they're not. They're the most accessible ever. And there is a world of difference. Transparent means being honest and being open and sharing all of the intelligence. But what they consider to be transparency is the fact that Donald Trump loves to talk to reporters. This is not transparency. This is still a cover-up. You're not giving them all of the intelligence, which, by the way, they are in fact entitled to. You're not allowing them to talk to the Director of National Intelligence, who already said you're telling a lie, which they're also entitled to. You're withholding key pieces of information for very obvious reasons. We know that you failed. We know that you've lied. You know, you think you're pulling a fast one on us, but everybody in the country is sitting here like, dude, we know you're not telling the truth. But he's doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on it because that is the only thing he knows how to do. He is backed into a corner. He is mentally falling apart over this, and the fallout is not going to go away anytime soon. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.